So the next golden rule is validation. So, sometimes children, same as adults, cannot or aren't able to express their feelings because, sometimes it's really hard to even know how we're feeling, let alone express our feelings. I mean, I definitely didn't know how to express my feelings as a teenager. When we put our feelings into words, it can have a deep impact. So, we can help them identify their feelings, and this will help them feel understood and cared for. And, it's easy to say, oh, I understand how you feel. This is so general. And we can say this so easily. It's very important to be specific. So if your child's talking about something, instead of just saying, I understand how you feel, like they're starting a new school, for example, and you can say, yes, there's so many different things to get used to, new classrooms, new teachers. It must be really hard. This shows that we understand them. We're validating them. And you can use phrases like, oh, I imagine that feels very stressful, or you might feel overwhelmed. We can help them identify feelings. It doesn't matter if it's not right. What happens if you identify a feeling and it turns out to be wrong? Don't worry, they will correct you. When you're validating them, you could say, it might be hard making new friends at school. And, they might say, no, that's the easy part. It's the work that's hard. But now you have effective communication. You are talking about what's really going on. And already you're creating that space for effective communication. And you can ask a question to see if you have understood correctly. If you're not sure, because maybe you just don't know. And you can say, if I understand you right, then you're saying this, or are you saying that? You can ask. You don't need to know everything. So the information is flowing. You are learning what's important. You're having real communication with your child, teenager, and let them explain further. You are listening, you are validating, but they are the ones explaining. And feeling listened to and being validated is all they want in order to feel better. And probably you can identify to that as adults as well. We've got a really big problem. We're feeling terrible. We talk about it. We've been listened to. Sometimes when we've just been listened to, we feel better, right? Same for children. Often after being listened to and given a short pause to think, children can come up with their own solutions. Given them time, normally 9 times out of 10, they will come up with their own solutions. We just need, as parents, to be patient and nod along. Now, empowering questions, which is the third golden rule.